Welcome everybody to Modras Bloodsport Association. I am your co-host, Raise McGirth. Joined with me, as always, the one and only Flex Gristle.
Flex Gristle, that's right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good gracious, what an evening we have in store for you all this fine day. Another ice-capade in the arena this evening, Razor.
It certainly feels that way from up here, Flex. I'm feeling the cold.
Mm-hmm.
And we have got some brand new competitors tonight and one returning competitor slash stepchild.
Let's not define that relationship live tonight. We'll let it speak for itself in the most natural way we can. Disgraced, of course, is now come under my training and mentorship and will be henceforth known as Disgraced Gristle.
Disgraced Gristle. Well, how about we go ahead and kick things off with Disgraced Gristle, since I am on pins and needles to hear how the Christmas shopping trip went and everything else. Disgraced, how have the last few today been treating you with your new Flex?
Well, you know, Razor, it's been going great. I've been just working here with Flex, and I feel a lot better. I have more confidence, and everything is going to be going great tonight. I even have more than one spear. Big improvements all across the board.
Absolutely, always bring a spare.
Yes. Now, last time, that second spear would have definitely come in handy. Do we have more than 2 spears tonight, or do we have exactly 2?
Oh, no. 4 spears. Also,
4 spears.
Also, Dad sent me to elocution classes. He was sick of my stammer.
Fantastic. Flex, it sounds like you
listen to that golden voice.
Sounds like you've been a very busy man, Flex, and you have been treating your new...
I couldn't stand to see a young, hungry fighter go without, Razor.
Well, speaking of hungry fighters, let's go to one of our competitors that, as far as I'm concerned, does not need to eat. So I do not know what
What a segue, Razor.
I do not know what Willie is doing in this arena because, as you all know, we are paying our competitors with nacho tokens. Willie, what brings you to the arena tonight?
I have no idea what I'm doing here.
My goodness,
that is
how tuneful.
Beautiful singing voice you've got there, Willie. It seems like you definitely belong up on a stage instead of in an arena.
Oh, I know.
Now you're in the grandest stage of all, the Modras Bloodsport Arena.
That's going to get me all night, Willie. That is going to get me all night.
Willie, of course, is a Warforged fighter, I believe.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Do I need to introduce myself or what?
Please, with your magnificent mellifluous voice.
Yeah, I'm Willie, the Warforged Eldritch Knight, and I'm going to prove my worth, I think.
You've already done it with that voice alone.
Well, certainly you have proved your worth tonight already with your voice.
Where's my nachos?
We'll slip you a few extra at the end, assuming you survive. And finally, we have a real treat for you all tonight.
The mass murderer.
Oh, God.
The famous, the dangerous,
the infamous,
the mad, bad, and dangerous to know, Nazarel the Defiler.
Ah, you fools! I will see you all perish before I leave this arena. No one is safe. I will have all of you. Your heads, your scalps, your souls will be mine.
Hey, Flex, I think we need to get a mic on Nazriel. I see the mouth moving. I didn't hear any of that. Nazriel, sorry, Clancy messed us up. Could we get that one more time, Nazriel?
I heard that fine, Razor.
Are you kidding me?
Don't you taunt me, you beasts. I will have your head first. I will dine on your blood.
Clancy.
Starts banging on the glass.
Clancy, activate the agonizer. Clancy, of course, will be deploying from the ceiling
Don't you talk! And he just starts getting electrocuted.
Don't worry, folks. He will be absolutely fine. Nazarel the Defiler, of course, is a level 20, power level 20 warlock who has been released to our custody over the Christmas period. Within the arena, he has been subjected to a dampening field, which lowers his level effectively to 7. On a par with our competitors tonight, let's see how he fares at a much lower power capacity than usual.
Crap, I thought we were 7 or 9.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I told Dustin last night. Dustin, Willie, if you could just
I'll change it real
You just
quick.
dial your.
Clancy, if you could adjust the dampening field to cover Wheelie as well, that would be fantastic.
And without further ado, I think we are ready for our competitors to get their eyes on the arena for the first time tonight as we take it over to the arena floor. I think I actually also need to pop them over. There we go. As you can see, competitors, we have got another snowy Wintermas themed treat for you all. As in, we need you all to do yet another job for us that none of our handlers are equipped or able to do. We have, as you can see here, Brudolph, the red-nosed Minotaur, has gone on strike and is causing quite a bit of a rebellious uprising with 2 of his companion reindeer Minotaur. That's right. As you can see, Basher and Danger have joined in with his bloodthirsty rebellion. We need you 3 competitors to subdue Brudolph, Basher, and Danger so that we can harness them up and Santa Claus can get those presents out to all the good boys and girls of Modras. Shouldn't be a problem.
Who's that in the center there, Razor?
That is usually their stable handler, Friendo, the friendly elf.
Friendo the elf.
He does not look very friendly tonight. Don't let that outfit deceive you. I have seen that man put that elf, pardon me, put a snowball clear through a man's skull.
I believe that's what's known as a misnomer. Friendo the elf, of course, notoriously hostile. We'll be seeing more of him in the action to come immediately. Right now, I believe.
Right now, indeed. Let's have
Please.
everybody roll some initiative.
I'm drowning, Razor.
Let me go ahead and roll for the reindeers. I will be calling them reindeer all night, Flex, because
That
reindeer
is what they
Minotaur
are.
is not. There we go. Flex, as you can see, the reindeer have a 16 initiative. Friendo the elf has a 6. It looks like Disgrace, do you have any initiative bonus?
+1.
+1.
So 11.
If I'm not mistaken, Flex, it looks like it's going to be the reindeer, followed shortly behind by Nazriel the Defiler.
The Defiler, yes.
With Disgraced, and then bring up the rear that majestic voice of Willie Wheelerson.
Brought a tear to my eye.
I didn't agree to that last week.
No, but one wasn't supplied.
I believe that makes it canon, Razor.
Let's see here. Clancy was trying to coax Rudolph through the OBS overlay instead of Roll20.
Rudolph, notoriously an extremely drunken and violent reindeer.
Yes, indeed, with a speed totaling 40 quick feet per round. Rudolph is going to quickly run up and start to just charge at our 3 competitors. And followed by Basher, pardon me,
Basher.
not Dasher. And
Legally
Danger.
distinct from any other reindeer you may have heard.
And
Rudolph, Basher, and Danger.
and
Advancing up the field.
60 feet. It looks like Clancy has to measure one. Okay, never mind. It looks
How
like
do you measure?
the tool to the left in the center looks like a little ruler in a circle.
It looks like a power on switch on a remote control.
Yeah, it's right below the magnifying glass.
And we go over to the Defiler.
Nazarel the Defiler. What a naughty boy.
He's gonna turn at Willie.
Best watch your ass. If it wasn't for this thing on my neck, I'd already have your head in my fucking hands.
Activate the Agonizer, Clancy.
Oh my God, save me!
Bring your
what a
worst.
treat.
I can take it.
What a treat for all the children watching.
Fine. But I call all the deaths.
And he's gonna just use his action and summon a great sword in his hand using my Pact Blade magic.
You don't know
I
the mistakes
think
you've
you
made.
need some nachos.
Yes,
And I'm
it's-
going to rush towards this here deer.
Oh my goodness, Flex! It looks, it looks like the Defiler has mistaken the reindeer who has gotten lost and wandered onto the field for
That's
one
what
of
I was
the deranged.
That is the halftime petting zoo reindeer. What it's doing in the arena.
Oh my!
It's up to you guys, really. So he's going to summon that giant greatsword using his packed magic and just like he's just trying to kill the closest thing he can that the dampener's not stopping him from killing. So that's what he's gonna do. He's been good all month. They promise he can go into this event if he didn't kill any more inmates or cellmates.
Nazarel has, of course, been attending anger management classes, and as we can see, they're really taking effect.
So he just runs over and he's like,
And he's gonna attack it.
Roll that attack.
Okay. I have a feeling somehow it's gonna not be good. I think it blows up.
I don't think you're gonna need a very high roll for this one.
We'll see. 14.
That'll do.
Do we need to roll damage for that, Flex?
I don't think so.
All right, so I just chop that thing's head off. And is it just a regular deer?
It's a regular ass reindeer.
Okay. He's like, and he takes the blood on his hands. He starts smearing it on his face. He's a
Clancy,
psychopath.
Clancy,
Well,
why didn't you shock him, Clancy? That's a regular ass
Clancy.
deer.
And
The
because
look
of
in his eyes said why, Clancy.
one of my things, I gained 1 temporary HP since I reduced the creature to 0. So I
Oh.
guess that's what I absorbed from the blood magic. And
Well,
I
I
look
guess.
back at them.
Ow!
you're so lucky.
That's it. It's my turn.
Well, as we all know, blood sacrifice to bring back the spring is the true meaning of Wintermas.
I believe that takes us over to Disgraced, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
Such poise, such dynamism.
I'm gonna step forward confidently.
Flex, I can see that confidence boost. In
Look
this.
at that confidence in the stride.
My movement speed's only 20.
That doesn't
Why
sound
is it
right.
only- Why is it only 20?
Perhaps you are a very short or heavily laden.
Yeah, you're actually a
wheeled
handicapped gnome.
Warforged.
All right. I'm going to just ring my shield, spear against shield, challenging all of the Minotaur.
Flex. Hey, Flex.
I'm so proud, Razor.
Yeah.
Yes, Razor.
Flex, do you think that's... I mean, you know Disgrace more than anybody. Do you think...
I've
of
known him
those-
at least, what, 2 weeks, a week?
At least 2 weeks, but do you really think that 3 of those things on Disgrace is going to be good?
It'll be good. Whether it'll be fair is a different matter entirely. It's up to him to prove me right. I believe in you, Disgraced.
Is that any sort of actual fighter skill, or is that just flavor.
Oh, that's just flavor. My actual action will be calling upon the dark blood from my other father and activating Searing Smite.
What a bum!
Look at that.
Absentee.
Look at that spear ignite. Whatever weapon he's currently holding, I cannot tell from here.
Oh, it's a spear.
A spear wants to redeem themselves from their previous encounters in the arena. That, of course, takes us over to Friendo.
Friendo the elf.
Who, yep, that's for
Someone
dang
must
sure.
surely be within range of his devastatingly accurate snowballs.
Oh, without even needing to line up a shot for disadvantage, Flex. It looks like as quick as a blink, you see that Friendo the elf wind back and helicopter pitch two massive snowballs right towards Disgraced. Flex, we need to get what the relationship set up so that I can say it without having to say step kid if I'm saying that wrong. Because
Well, I haven't
guess it
really
wouldn't be
spoken
a
about it with my wife yet, but
I was gonna say it's definitely not a step kid, Flex. I'm realizing now because that would be your significant other's child.
he is my ward.
Your
Let's call
ward.
it that. He's my ward.
Okay, we will leave it at that. But your ward, if they don't have at least a 16 armor class,
Oh, I'm just fine.
You shrugged that off. But not a 21, I
but not the
fear.
21. So
Absolutely not.
that will be 7 bludgeoning damage from the first snowball. The second snowball will just glance off of that shield harmlessly. And now,
Oh,
last
boy.
but not least, it is our techno robot.
Willie Willison.
You got a middle name now, Willie.
All right. Should I just do the basic Warforged speed as 30? I don't know why I'm 20.
Yeah, use
Yes,
30.
please.
It should
I
definitely
don't know
not
why
be
it's
20.
either.
Okay. So I can move. How can I move it?
And now you got to click back at the arrow at the top of the screen.
Oh, goodness gracious. So about there, I think.
Looks good to me.
Okay.
It looks like Willie Wheelerson is lining up a shot.
I'm gonna shoot this guy right here, right in front of me.
Rudolph, the red-nosed angry reindeer.
Yes, let me see if I can indeed put a red mark on this one so we remember that. There we go. Look, Clancy came in clutch with the red nose.
Rudolph, the red-elbowed reindeer.
And I
That
believe
is a
this is-
collection of fluid in his lymph glands that should probably be drained.
Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit Rudolph.
Oh.
Large though he is doty.
And has the hide of a minotaur.
Wait, don't I have like
Absolutely.
a couple actions as like a...
You should probably have at least
Fighter.
2 attacks by now.
I would imagine
Okay,
you would
I'm
have,
gonna
yes,
do a
a
second
second
one then.
attack. Please do.
My first time doing a fighter.
Pardon me. Pardon me,
The
Flex.
18!
That will hit.
48. Okay, I'm doing a chromatic orb and I'm shooting it as fire.
Oh,
Damage, 7.
Oh. 7
Take that, you reindeer.
yeah, we've got a cocky little robot.
You don't get sucked to me like you little metal son. Rudolph, of course, extremely drunk. We apologize for any coarse language that may come from him at this distressing time. With that, we're back up to the top of the initiative order with the reindeer again.
It looks like, pardon me, Flex, some water definitely went down a wrong place. So I'm still recovering a bit, but it looks like Rudolph, pardon me.
Too much time in that bidet.
It seems like Rudolph has indeed ran up closer towards perhaps either Disgraced or Wheelie. Who's to say? But it does look like that yellow nose of his is starting to glow pretty brightly.
What could that possibly mean?
What could that possibly be? There's a few things it could mean, Flex. And it looks like he may be deciding which one he wants to use. Yes, indeed. It looks like he's shooting a red beam from his red glowing nose directly in the path of Disgrace. Disgrace is going to need to quickly try to dodge out of the way of that with a dexterity saving throw.
Let's see how nimble my boy is.
So is the elf like behind cover right there?
Yes, indeed. He's built himself a little snow fort with a bunch of snowballs.
Oh man.
Ooh, that damage does not look very good. And Disgrace, you definitely have been teaching your ward well, Flex. Disgrace is able to dodge out of the way and only take 4 points of radiant damage.
All he needed was a little bit of confidence, Razor.
The other two Minotaur, not having glowing red noses, are most likely just going to be scooching up to try to help out their fearless leader. And the only one that can guide the sleigh through those foggy nights. We are back
One
up
would
to
question why they haven't invested in some lanterns, Razor. But
lanterns,
nevertheless,
flashlights.
their loss is the arena's gain, as their anger makes for an exciting spectacle in our arena this evening.
And I believe we are back up to our most bloodthirsty competitor of the evening, the Defiler.
Nazarel the Defiler.
All right. Nazarel is going to... Well, I'd like to run over to this Reindeer Minotaur. But I don't know if I'm close enough. Oh, I can get pretty close. Actually, I am a warlock, so what I will do is I'm going to run over to this tree, which I needed to switch to this. And then I'm going to say, "Hey, over here." And as soon as he looks at me with like my blood face like Rambo or whatever, I'm going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at him.
Flex, we almost made it 2 full rounds without seeing an Eldritch Blast, which we all know is an arena record.
Absolutely. Records being set all the time, which is why you should tune in every Monday night.
21 to hit.
That will definitely do the job.
Oh, Flex, I'm realizing right now that I have no idea why those
17.
other Minotaur have
Goodness gracious me, that's an
That's
awful lot of
a lot
damage.
of damage. But, of course, the Defiler is a level 20. We don't know how well that dampening collar is actually working. It is indeed a prototype.
Let's hope it doesn't fail for all our sakes.
How badly does it hurt the thing? Just kind of bad, or do I like kill it?
No, it's just in the grand scheme of things, 'tis but a scratch.
I'm gonna hit it, and then like just flavor wise, and then look up at where you guys are and shoot another one at the the glass thing. And then I'm just like
Hey,
doing
Clancy,
this,
just a
staring at
little
you.
one, please.
He's like,
What a pyrotechnic display. My boy, my favorite, my ward, Disgraced Gristle, that's my surname.
All right, I'm gonna roll up here, see how far is this away. Yes.
It's about 25 feet.
Yep, walking forward.
Looks like your ward has engaged in single combat with the biggest of the Minotaur, or reindeer, pardon me.
He is a brave lad, and I am very proud.
And I'm not sure why the danger and Basher were not sprinting or dashing through the snow on their previous turns.
Well, with I can't answer that question, but I can say with authority that a 14 will hit Rudolph the red-nosed Rainitar. While we're waiting for that second roll to come through, we get those. There it is. Shush my mouth. That's an 18, so that's 2 hits.
Well, no, that's my damage for that first hit.
My beg your
Yes,
pardon.
that is quite a bit of damage, Flex. You have been teaching some good spear work.
Of course I did. One has to know how to thrust. 18 points of damage there. Fantastic. That second one does not hit.
Maybe
That's
got
fine.
a little overzealous after the success of that first strike.
Success tastes good. I like it.
We may
Success tastes like venison.
Is that all for Disgraced? It looks like it
Yep.
very well may be.
Yeah.
It looks
Yes.
like-
That is
Superb.
all. That is all for me.
Rudolph might be regretting his rash actions.
Well, it looks like Friendo and Wheelie are sizing each other up right now. As Friendo is going to take the range disadvantage, it appears. Oh, wait a second. There will be no range disadvantage because somehow Friendo can throw a snowball 150 feet.
God.
Brendo with his magical Wintermas elf powers.
Well, it does appear that Wheelie with one for a 24 and one for a 16. Does the 16 hit Wheelie?
No, it doesn't.
I'm guessing the 24 does for 8 bludgeoning damage. Does Wheelie like to get wet?
Probably
I beg
not.
your pardon. I beg your pardon, Razor.
I do not.
Pardon me, I should have probably asked, can Wheelie get wet? Nope, that's just as bad. Going on over, back up to the top initiative order to our good friend Nazrael. Now we will try to remind our competitors that Santa Claus, we didn't come up with a funny pun name for Santa Claus, but Santa Claus does need these reindeer back. We just need them subdued. Nazrael, I'm talking to you. Subdued and not killed, so that they can still lead the sleigh through all Modras.
Wait, whose turn?
I believe it is not.
didn't
Oh,
go
did we
yet.
skip Willie? I think
Really
we
did not get a go.
Oh man, I forgot. You forgot my turn.
In all the excitement with the snowballs, we jumped out of initiative order there. Wheelie, roll on.
All right, Willie's gonna. That's gonna be too far to reach this guy, right? Probably 30 feet.
You
Alright.
could go really fast and then drift and splash them with some snow.
No, I'll go ahead and move here, but I'm gonna do something else. Okay. I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud on. Is it Buddy? Buddy the elf?
Friendo.
Brendo the elf. Buddy the elf is a different property entirely that we must remain legally distinct from.
What do you do
What?
with Fog Cloud?
I'm trying to.
I don't think you roll any. I think it just happens.
It just
I create a
Yeah.
20-foot
you
radius
just
sphere
do it.
around you, man.
Okay, I can have Clancy drop that in. If
Your area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind or moderate or greater speed. Okay. Where's the... Oh, concentration up to an hour. Oh my god.
yes.
Unless
and-
there's some wind blowing it. Or if I drop my concentration.
All right, there is notoriously no wind in the arena, of course.
One would hope not, as an enclosed space.
Good.
That
Oh, wait. What
Plant
was
City
that?
lagging with that fog asset there. There it is.
It's an action. I probably can't reach him with another. I can't do another spell, can I?
You
An
cannot.
No. There's no limit apart from that one.
It's one of the very few limits in the Modras Bloodsport Association arena.
Alright.
That's all I got.
And now, I was actually also going to be skipping the Minotaur turn, the reindeer turn, pardon me, because I do believe they go first. Is that correct,
They
Flash?
do. Yes.
They are finally going to get some pep in their step.
I've been neglecting my duties because it's just been too funny.
It looks like Basher is going to dash up to. Oh, if only its name was Dasher, Flex. That would have been really funny. And
That looks like a devastating charge attack.
And well, Flex, can they gore with those antlers of theirs? If
Absolutely
they
they
dash?
can. Perhaps not.
Perhaps not. No, it looks like
No.
no. The dash was the action, and then I guess they got tuckered out just before reaching with those antlers.
Silly boy.
Silly reindeer. However, Brudolph is up, and Brudolph
He's mad.
is very mad.
He's very mad indeed. He looks about half as good as he did originally.
Well, maybe he's a little too mad, Flex, because that was a swing and a miss at Disgrace.
It's important to retain one's composure.
So the thing about Brudolph is that on his turn, he has to make a Constitution save or continue to be on fire from my Searing Smite.
Well, probably a good thing
Rudolph
that dice
is
roll was
extremely
bad,
flammable.
but also extremely constitute for
Extremely
a 19.
tough.
Well, he will succeed, but since he missed, and I am a battle master, I will riposte and attempt to attack.
You taught
All
this
right.
board so well.
I basically just gave him some vitamin tablets and paid for his equipment.
Well,
Goodness gracious.
is this the
27.
is this the type of fighter that gets crits on 19?
Oh, I wish I was.
Sadly not. But a 27 is a palpable hit.
I'm just mourning the loss of that poor reindeer in that top corner. What are we going to tell the children at
was
the petting
cute.
zoo at halftime?
We're going to
Yes,
tell them
I-
that their sandwiches came from a cute animal.
Oh, what was that, Disgraced?
Nothing, just rolling. It's being weird.
Clancy's taking his sweet time,
Clancy,
powering the pedal-powered calculation machine.
Clancy,
that
we need
determines the
real-time
probabilities.
numbers calculating the damage of all the combatants
We're
on
running
the
a-
field.
I understand that the agonizer is a complicated machine. Yes. We have a live show to run here, Clancy.
Clancy seems to have no care in the world.
Wait, do I feel it? Do I feel the dampener go off for a second? Since he's so distracted.
He seems to be preoccupied. Oh,
But it's back.
Only it was my turn. Yeah. Powered kill.
15 points of damage.
Boy,
Goodness
howdy,
gracious
Flex. I
me.
gotta tell you, it looks like they are really putting a hurting on good old Rudolph there.
Good thing Basher and Danger are still standing. Friendo the Elf, concealed behind a foggy cloud. I believe we're at Nazarel's turn.
I do
next?
believe so.
All right. When the guy runs up on him, he's just like, "You fool! You don't get paid enough for this." And I'm gonna hit him. But it's a 15. Does that hit?
It does indeed.
All right. So
Is that Basher or Danger, Razor?
That is Basher.
Basher.
So I get to, since I have a great sword, but then I also have Savage. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Savage Attacker. Oh, it's 14 damage either way.
Alrighty.
But Then my Thirsting Blade Eldritch Invocation allows me to attack twice with my Eldritch Blade. So
Flex, we have a whole lot of melee going on down on the field tonight.
We do. It's a good
and that's
old-fashioned
a
rough and
crit.
tumble.
And that's a crit.
Goodness gracious me.
We have got
It
a
sure is.
3-on-3 melee fight happening with everybody having their own individual
22
targets.
damage. Well, 22 plus the original 14. So 36 damage total. 2 hits. 2 hits. I hit him, he hits the ground.
Not quite yet, I don't think,
Uh-oh.
Flex.
Afraid not.
Though that was a pretty nasty swing.
So just and then I'm just staring at this guy. Surprised he
He is-
hasn't gone down.
He is panting, but he is still standing and looking particularly burly and angry. All right.
I believe it is disgrace.
It is disgraced,
Your
my boy,
ward.
my ward, my
Everything.
shining example of what it means to be a fighter.
All right, I'm going to take an attack on Rudolph.
What form, what grace, what style,
What miss?
a miss. I'm sure he meant to do that just to give Rudolph a chance. That, however, is
It's
a resounding
significantly
hit.
better with that second strike. It seems that Disgrace is alternating. First attack missing, second attack hitting. First attack hitting, second attack
I'm
hitting.
sure the first attack was a feint.
Did you teach them? Did you teach Disgrace the feint?
I taught him a few things, a feint, and I taught him how to not faint. I taught him where to buy smelling salts.
They are stinky.
They sure are.
Yes, Flex. I don't know why you put that on your food. That's not what those are for.
Well, they really clear my sinuses. Ever since I had my face caved in with a mace, I've really needed menthol and related things.
He has no androids.
Absolutely true. Well, actually, no, that's not strictly true. I still have them, but they're located in the back of my skull now. Disgraced. Okay, with those 2 attacks, we're moving on to Wheelie, I believe. Is dulcet tone.
Yes. Or was it Friendo?
Friendo, I believe, was last, or should have been in the initiative order. It was 6.
Okay.
Okay,
We know that I, Fraser McGirth, don't write anything down or remember any initiatives at all.
I did have it all written down, but for some reason I was letting you take the lead on that last round.
We saw how
Even
well
though
that
I
went.
knew it was wrong.
We skipped 2 people.
Whoops.
do you think I'm able to move a little bit to where I can hit both of these within 5 feet?
Absolutely.
Yes, that is we will definitively say that is a down and dirty melee right there.
It
where
is a scrum.
the
to
4 of you
borrow
are
a
all
term
just-
from rugby. It is
I don't
just
my guy,
a
but
pile of writhing, bloody bodies.
Yes, those
Alright.
Minotaur bodies are pretty big, so
all right, he's gonna cast thunderclap. You guys do a Constitution saving throw.
we'll do 2 con saving throws.
Minotaurs are quite constitutional.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say. Flex, however,
Not
Oh.
in this case. Oh, well.
does look like Brudolph is able to stave off with a natural 20. However, poor old Danger rolled a total of an 8.
Danger's going to take the full brunt of that thunderclap. Rudolph, however, is already wavering under the effects and is able to ride that shockwave a little bit better.
Now, Willie, I could use a refresher on Thunderclap. Do they take half if they succeed?
I had it once, but I saw an apothecary, and it cleared itself up within a week.
Ah!
So you just take 2d6 if you fail. If you succeed, I don't think you take anything. And it makes a
Alright.
noise 100 feet away.
That is extremely loud.
The microphones, Willie. The microphones. Think of that heavy, expensive equipment you have strapped to your chest.
Can't say that was enjoyable, Willie, but it's all right.
And then he's also going to. So that was one action. I'm gonna do another action to just swing at the one right in front of me.
Alrighty. Good old-fashioned hit.
What's
Not
6
today
plus
with a
8?
6.
8, 12.
Oh, yes.
So
Actually, that will
close.
do it.
14?
No, that will do it. A 14 will do it.
Oh,
Just when
14.
we- yeah,
I-
14,
I forgot
14
to
is
add.
good enough. Exactly good enough.
Okay.
The same amount of nacho tokens that will be split amongst our competitors should they subdue.
Each token entitling each competitor one nacho exactly.
9 damage.
9 damage, and that was to Danger, I believe.
I do believe so.
All right.
And now,
I do believe we're naked by Funky C. Funky Doo.
now it is down to Friendo, whom we can barely see. Going to have to
Concealed within that fog there.
Be right back.
move a few tokens and get out of their cover as they look around the battlefield and do what they do best. Hurl snowballs at people who are mean to their reindeer.
Or anybody for that matter.
Or anybody.
Friendo is indiscriminate with his targeting.
What do you think? What do you think, Flex? Some disadvantage due to the large reindeer bodies in the way right here?
I think that would be fair.
We will have one go to each of our competitors. That is not the right skill or
no,
the
it
right
isn't.
character.
I wish it was.
That will be an 8 for, we'll say, for Disgrace. So
I don't think
not-
that'll do. That is not going to cut the mustard.
And
Not
then
today.
for Willie, it looks like the first roll is a 23. Second is a 17. I will go check Willie's power class. It is a 19.
Well, that is one well-armored Willie.
All right. I believe that is all Friendo
I
can
always
do.
like to keep mine safe. All right. Beautiful. Friendo the elf. Peppering the distant Willie.
We will also remind our competitors that there are no holds bars on Friendo. Santa Claus does not need him alive.
No, he is what is known in the business as a little turd. And as we all know, turds get flushed. Moving up the back of the top of the initiative order now with Rudolph and his disgruntled reindeer.
Rudolph will indeed start to have his nose glow yet again. Surely
That
he
is a
can't do
danger.
that beam again.
Well, I suppose we'll find out. I am no Rainator expert.
No, this looks like it is shining a cone of light, a blindingly bright cone of light, right at Disgraced and Willie. They are both going to need to make a Constitution saving throw to cover their eyes really good. And of course, if this fails, they will be blinded.
Oh dear, that does not bode well.
What happened?
You took a whooping while you were momentarily absent.
Did that roll?
I'm not seeing any rolls from anybody. I think Clancy is messing
Nope.
with the roll 20 again.
Oh, there we go. There comes my ward with an 11.
However, if I'm not mistaken, last time somebody tried to blind your ward, it didn't really hurt them at all.
Didn't work in their favor, and a critical success from Willie.
Oh yeah.
So, Disgraced is now blinded until they finish a short rest, long rest, or be cured by lesser restoration.
However, as we know, there is something of a Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport situation going on right now. And the inappropriately named Disgraced Gristle will be marching on to victory regardless, I'm sure.
However, it looks like the Danger Reindeer is going to not use its great axe this time, and it's just gonna try to scrape around a little bit against Willie's body for an 18. We all know
Beg
that.
your pardon?
That
Scrape
look down
around
there.
his body?
Flex, look at the field. That's exactly what it's doing. And we all know that Willie's armor class is 19, so it's ineffective. So it's just kind of rubbing around a bit.
Well, as a sentinel, I'm going to attack because he attacked someone that wasn't me.
Whole hot
Oh,
diggity
the
dang,
when will
Flex.
they learn?
I believe your ward needs a name change after this evening.
I was never happy with Disgrace, but it's his name and he can do what he likes with it.
That is indeed going to hit Danger.
It's certainly going to hit Danger. How badly does Danger get hit? That is a question that we'll see live. It's another 10 points of damage
Thank you,
to
Clancy,
Danger.
for that damage calculation on screen for our viewers and myself and Flex. And then, of course, Basher, true to its name, is going to try to bash on our
Basher
level
bash.
20 competitor for a 24 to hit
Goodness me.
for 13 slashing damage with that great axe.
13 slashing damage there to Nazarel the Defiler.
Yeah, that hits.
Speaking of...
And with that, let's see how the Defiler reacts to being defiled.
He gets stabbed and he just smirks.
So you do have some fight left in you.
And then I'm gonna try to uppercut his face with my greatsword.
It worked really well last time for the
It
Defiler.
did.
Of course, as we all know, a uppercut with a sword is known as a supper cut.
Is it really?
Absolutely.
23 to hit.
Just barely.
And then I just automatically get to do the second attack, so I'll roll to hit on that one as well. 15.
All right, excellent. Yep,
that
yep,
hit?
yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna roll it all.
I'm not wanting to be in Basher's shoes at the moment, Flex.
Basher really should have unionized.
So 24 damage.
24 damage to Basher. Having his current hit points in one single blow, or two single blows, one turn, one round. All right. It's my boy, my ward, the one and only Disgraced Gristle.
All right. I'm going to come around with a sweeping attack.
Sweep the leg, Cobra Kai never die.
All right, Brudolph. Yes.
You better believe a 21 hits.
Looking at sweeping attack, it looks like when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend one superiority die to damage another creature with the same attack within 5 feet of the original target. I did not see if that
Another
just
10.
hits the other one automatically or not, but I believe it
Yes.
may.
If the attack roll hits, if
Yes.
the original attack roll hits, then it hits.
Yes.
So that is Basher, Brudolph and Danger both receiving 10 points and 3 points of damage, respectively. Beautiful. Danger looking pretty good still. Brudolph, not so much.
And for my second attack, just on Brudolph here.
Another
27.
19, flirting with that
Wow.
natural 20.
Just tickling the 20, but not quite there yet. 7 points of damage. A palpable hit once again, but not enough to fell the beast. All right, Wheelie Wheelerson. Time to show us your tracks.
Gonna shoot chromatic orb at Friendo.
And
Friendo.
do it tunefully, no less.
Just a big musical note hurling through the sky.
I wish my my D&D Beyond was linked to here. It's not working. Another
Good
nat
thing
20.
it's not, because that was a natural 20.
I think you're stealing the 20s there, Willie.
Share some with disgrace.
I'm so sorry about that.
Well, let's see what happens with the damage.
So how do I?
So how do I do that? Since there's a nat on
You can
spell.
roll, add the damage die to it, whatever you roll. So roll regular damage, and then just, if it's like a d6, add 6 to it. If it's a,
Slash roll 3d8.
okay, so and
I
then
roll
that'll
an
be-
extra d8.
No, we'll just add an 8. We'll add 8.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's 20, 20 points of damage, middle of the road rolls for all 3 of those
Friendo.
d8s with a max added onto the end. So 20 points of damage to Friendo, who is looking a little bit more angry, a little bit less cheerful, and carrying a little fewer snowballs.
And, oh, what's that in his pocket? A
It's-
sharpened candy cane.
It sure is.
That you can
Let's
definitely
see.
shank
It looks like
somebody
a
with.
pretty wicked shiv, which is something I'm sure
Wait a second.
Nazarel knows a thing or two about.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's been
Willie,
collecting candy canes this whole time. Like, he's about to stab so many people in prison.
I just did a
Minty.
spell, right?
Yes, that
Yes.
was a
I
spell.
keep forgetting I could do an attack with my weapon too.
Well then, please have at it.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
Don't apologize, just
I'm
kill.
so sorry about that.
No, keep apologizing, Flex. I want to hear that voice a little bit more.
I'm so sorry.
26 to hit. That is indeed going to hit danger.
A whopper.
Yeah, when you actually sing, is it like even more like
Yeah, it
because you're
does.
just
You can
talking and it sounds like
definitely
you're
tell.
singing?
12 points of damage. How is
Self damage to you.
how is danger looking right now?
Danger's looking not fantastic, but
fantastic.
not
Oh,
too
if
terrible
I-
either.
If I do like end up killing one of these reindeer, I'm gonna knock them out. I don't want to kill them.
That
Yes.
was one of the stipulations there.
Yeah, and I know in D&D you're not supposed to be able to knock people out with spells, and you're supposed to claim I'm trying to knock them out, but we are just assuming once they hit
Thankfully,
0.
we have a Modras Bloodsport Arena dampening field, and we can do whatever the hell we like with magical
Yes.
effects. And secretly, you can at home too. You don't have to do what's in the books all the time.
And Willie, I believe you were perhaps refilling your oil tank while we mentioned that we do not need Friendo alive. Friendo can...
Friendo is a turd.
He is a turd and can die like a turd.
Oh,
Turds
oh,
get
no,
flushed.
No. I meant on my swing attack on the reindeer. I don't want to kill the reindeer.
Oh, yes, of course, that is fine. But please do kill that mean, greedy elf.
Oh, I'm trying.
Who is it? Speaking of the mean, greedy elf,
It is his turn.
it is the mean, greedy elf. Again,
Which one?
I forgot that the Defiler is an elf. The Defiler has a great sense of humor, by the way. All of his victims claimed that loudly before they perished. Now, Friendo is going to again hurl one snowball at each Disgraced and Willie, but again, they will also be at disadvantage due to the big hulking reindeers in the path. So for Disgraced a 16, I think we
16.
have established that
would-
misses.
Not good enough. No, no, no.
And we know that, it would have been
what a shame. That would have been a crit.
However, it was a 14 for Willie Willison. I believe that name is changing every time, and I'm okay with it.
Every time it's canon.
I believe we are back up to the Minotaur.
We sure
The
are back up to the top of the
reindeer.
initiative order.
Do not know why I keep calling them Minotaur.
Rudolph is looking particularly bad.
Well, speaking
They're
of
pain
Rudolph
deer.
looking, look at that. Nazriel has given us two very good ones. Pain Deer, and I forget the other one. Well, Rudolph is going to make a reckless attack. He is very upset at Disgraced. Which
That's
we
all
all
he should
know.
be.
Oh, I thought that was the natural 20. No, oh my goodness. Even with advantage,
9 and a 7.
gonna be a 9.
Not very good.
A little too
Not
bloodthirsty.
today.
And now, of course, all attacks against Rudolph will have advantage this next round.
Well, that's unfortunate because I'm going to go ahead and give him another riposte for trying to hit me.
And attack rolls, so not just the first attack roll, all attack rolls until the start of its next turn will be with advantage. Flex, I'm looking at it now. Look how massive that Santa sleigh is. I guess that's how
It
he
is
gets presents.
Extremely large.
These Minotaur are like 10 feet tall. Yes, a 24 is indeed going to hit.
I was just hoping for that
Minotaur.
20. Oh well.
The reindeer, pardon me. Sorry, Willie, you are correct.
I think your icons are maybe Minotaur. That's why you're getting mixed up.
Yeah, that.
They look like they have little axes.
They certainly do.
I thought they
They're
were like,
extremely
reindeer.
large axes.
Yes, they are literally the roll 20 icons for a Minotaur. I couldn't find a cool reindeer to use except
This
for
whole
this
time
one.
I was imagining like reindeer minotaur. So that's interesting. The whole time.
14
14 points of damage
with
to
the Rethos.
Rudolph. Rudolph is still standing, but only just, by the looks of it, barely hanging on to consciousness as he wavers under the weight of so many wounds.
It looks like Danger is going to see his Union leader taking quite a whopping and turn and try to defend him by attacking Disgraced with his great axe, and this time a 21, much better than Rudolph's, for 16 points of slashing damage. And then, of course, with Basher only
It's
having
Basher.
one target in sight, I'm guessing a 12 is gonna miss the notorious, the infamous Nazriel the Defiler.
Yes.
And speaking of the infamous,
The notorious, the Nazarel, the Defiler. It's his turn, I believe.
Okay, I'm going to sidestep and then like I don't do they have like bells and stuff? Like little jingle bells? The deer?
yes,
Absolutely.
indeed,
As part of their uniform.
Santa
All right.
Claus must need to be able to tell where they are at all times.
That's far too cheerful for Nazarel. He doesn't like that. So he's going to sidestep and be like, there's only one kind of bell here. And I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead. And then summons a big death bell right on the creature. Since it already had damage and I'm a level 7, that's 2d12.
Is that a wisdom saving throw? Or
That is a... Oh yeah, wisdom saving throw. They have to...
These things are pretty wise, but not wise enough. That would be a 4 plus a 3 for 7.
Yeah,
As
not
this
enough.
bell, jingle jangle bell, is going to be ringing pretty brutally.
Yeah, it's like dun 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 dun. For 14 damage.
That was one. Flex, I don't think these competitors respect our microphones tonight.
Absolutely not. Of course, any damages to our audio recording equipment will be paid for out of nacho tokens.
And one more time, can you remind me that conversion rate from nacho tokens to actual money?
It is not favorable.
You've got negative nachos, Nazriel.
You owe us not. You have to get in the kitchen and cook us some nachos.
I don't think that's a good idea, Razor.
That's a lot of knives back there.
Yeah,
I think we should probably send him back to jail as soon as possible.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy.
Go ahead. Let me into the kitchens. I'll make you a meal. Come see me personally.
It's just like echoing because of thaumaturgy.
I have no desire to receive an invitation to a feast of pain, Razor.
That's real. Such a jokester. Such a prankster.
Speaking
Very
of
funny
which-
pranks.
I must depart for a moment. I will be right back. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Razor McGirth.
I believe it is Disgrace's turn.
All right, Rudolph, let's see what you've got.
Oh, that's not your roll. That is. A 26 is going to indeed hit Rudolph. For 8 points of damage for that first spear attack. And 15 also going to hit the mean, not green pain deer. 11 points of damage plus 8. We will have to run the numbers by Flex Gristle when he returns to see if that is indeed going to be a killing blow. But in the meantime, it will be Frindo's turn. And I think Frindo...
I think I'm next.
Oh, yes. For some
Before
reason,
Frindo.
I have always thought Frindo's before Willie, and that is not the
Come
case
on,
at
man.
all.
Don't forget about me.
I'm sorry, Willie. I don't know how. Keep forgetting about that voice of yours.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot chromatic orb at him again.
I think I forgot. What kind of damage have you been shooting at our good
Oh.
Frindo?
The first time I was doing fire, but I didn't specify the last couple times. Hang on, let me see what I can do. I can do fire, cold, acid, lightning, poison, thunder.
Please don't do thunder.
Right.
Our microphones cannot handle anymore.
I think I'll go ahead and do lightning. This guy
Oh.
likes lightning. Let's see.
Frindo the elf actually has quite a bit of speed, giving him quite a high armor class.
Ah,
I
what the
just now
F?
realized definitely higher than a 9. As the
I'm gonna try again. Is that better?
well, yes, but the do you have something that
Can I do 2 spells? I got 2 actions. I don't know.
no one spell at a time? We told you the one rule, Willie Wheelerson. The
Oh, wait,
one rule.
that was my swing then.
Okay, take a swing at danger. That will indeed hit. And I believe all, 13. So
Nice.
it looks like Rudolph will be taking 19 points of damage. And Danger will be taking 13. Let me just jot that down somewhere for Flex Gristle when he gets back.
I got a question. When someone like attacks me and they miss, do I get to use a reaction still for that or no?
What does it say? Some might say
Let me
they
see.
need to hit you. Some might say
Absorb elements is what I'm looking at.
I
Spell
believe you need to
capture some
actually
of the energy incoming. This is the effect.
Let's see.
I guess I gotta get hit. It says have resistance to the triggering damage type, and then I get, that amount of damage on my next turn.
Yes, that spell does not have very good wording at all. But now we will drop over to Friendo. Friendo, of course, just content to actually back up a little bit. Possibly to buy a little bit some more time as he sees his Minotaur friends are not
God.
doing very great.
He can't heal, can he?
Well, that is yet to be seen. However, the first snowball to disgrace is a natural 1. And then not much better to Willie is going to be an 8. So a 2, natural 2. Hey Flex, keeper of the numbers.
Hello.
While you were gone, Danger took 13 damage and Rudolph took 19.
Rudolph is no more, unfortunately.
Rudolph?
Perhaps propelled by some uncanny rage, or perhaps just the sheer amount of alcohol he has consumed, remained standing long after being rendered unconscious. And Danger took how much damage? 13, did you say?
Danger took 13.
13 damage. Danger is still standing. Pardon me, I had to check the retaining bolts on the agonizer controls, just in case anything untoward happened with Nazarel.
Okay, well, back up to the Minotaur. The one attacking,
He said Minotaur again.
jeez, I won't ever get that right. This
This
one
is not a
is
Minotaur, man.
this one is going to do a reckless attack at
I
Willie
personally like
Wheelerson.
Pain Deer. Pain Deer is an extremely good turn.
It is an extremely good term, and this Pain Deer did an extremely good hit on Willie Wheelerson for 22 slashing damage.
Goodness
Wait.
gracious me, it's about time that they did something good.
Yes,
Hang on. So he hit me?
with a 22 to hit and a 22 damage.
Can I? Hang on a second. I'm wondering about
No,
this.
no, no.
Can I say no?
No.
Can I say
he hit
cut
me,
it
I
out?
know, but
Yes.
this reaction thing, I got absorb elements, but I mean he didn't use an element, so
I'm
can I
afraid
use absorb
slashing is
element?
not an element.
It was the element of surprise.
His sword.
So I can't use that spell? Man, that sucks.
No, yeah, you
Well,
that's
yeah, slashing is not fire
I don't know if I
or
like that
electricity
spell.
or etc.
Willie says as he takes a whopping cut across his chest, opening up some circuitry.
Man, I am not looking good.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, we just needed
Axe is
one
not one of the 4 basic elements.
You said 24, right?
of 22.
My estranged, sucky wizard father would have said you should have got good and gotten Blade Ward, son.
Oh, man, I'll think about that next time.
The other one, of course, is going to also become enraged at the death of its union leader, union rep.
Well, let's re-emphasize the fact that Rudolph is in fact not dead. For all
The
the
unconsciousness.
all the children watching,
All the
your
children
presence
watching.
probably still will be arriving.
Well, for a 6 for Nazrael. Or 16, pardon me. 16, much different than a 6. Does that
is
hit?
10 different.
That does not hit.
Even with his bloodthirsty, he is still unable to hit this level 20 wizard. Warlock,
goodness.
pardon me, do not electrocute me.
They are extremely different. The Agonizer is on standby.
Speaking of the Diagonizer, we kick it back off to the
Nazarel the Defiler.
All right. He had his fun with the bells. Now he's going to just try to stab him again. So he's going to swing that magical greatsword. for 9. That's probably a
Swing
miss.
he does, which is in fact a miss, yes.
All right, and then 23 for the second one.
23 is a palpable hit once again.
12 damage.
12 damage again.
Oh, actually, I
having
get
his
to roll that
critical.
twice because I have the savage attacker. 12 damage.
Alright.
So just 12 damage.
It
Just
is
12.
12 flat.
Yeah, I rolled the exact same dice in the same order both times.
Yes, indeed. It looks like the exact same kind of hit. Even with the
All right.
redo.
12 damage flat. Basher is still standing. Looking groggy, but still in the fight.
Wow. Okay.
You guys think of these reindeer names?
Yes, we did. About half an hour before we started.
Which is why it's so hard to remember them. It is now to Disgrace's turn. With Danger still in his reach. And that Friendo the elf, that turd that he is.
The turd elf.
Turdo the elf.
The patron elf of turds.
That's right.
Let's see here. You're not looking too good. Guess I should probably try and deal with this thing.
$18 will be a hit. My goodness gracious me.
It does not look like Danger is going to be long for this world.
He is not, but he is at least going to be as long as this turn. He is still standing, but only just. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Oh!
What is it like when you render this pain deer unconscious?
Well, since I'm trying to keep things nice for the kids, of course. I put my spear into his foot, but then I jam him in the head with the butt, knocking him out.
Who doesn't love a good butt to the head? Certainly something I've won from my Christmas presents. Anyway,
Flex, don't tell me that. You know I've got you for Secret Santa.
Wheelie Wilson.
Willie Wheelerson, you may have to roll over some unconscious Minotaur bodies.
Oh god.
I will take part of my move. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh yes, good choice.
Disgrace.
Close the gap
All right.
to the turd.
It looks like we're going to be in the same spot. Oh, wait. This guy up here is still there?
Yes,
is.
but I think you could tell from here that it sounds like Basher is looking pretty bad.
Yes, Basher is not looking great at all. Not considering Nazarel's ferocious damage output.
I mean, what do you expect from a level 20 Flex?
Well, certainly nothing less than spectacular.
Can I, you know what? Can I dash?
Yes, indeed. You can roll on that wheel very quickly.
So just move him another 30.
Yes, please. And as you and Disgrace are closing in on Friendo the Elf, I don't think Friendo quite likes the idea of getting in close quarters combat just yet. He's
I
going
wouldn't
to
have thought so.
back away as much as they can. Did not see this as a bonus action. They can add a D10 to their next snowball.
Certainly can.
God.
Yes, let's go ahead and add that to this one. They are going to.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Wheelie Wheelerson.
I'm
you
ready
are-
for it.
Well, I know a 13 is not going to hit. A
Nope.
14, unfortunately, also not going to hit. That would have been really
Friendo the
funny.
elf. Friendo the elf turd.
I'm invincible.
As the two
For now.
snowballs goes soaring overhead.
All right then. Well, with that, we're back up to the top of the initiative order with Basher, I believe.
It is indeed Basher's turn. Basher is going to try to gore with those fuzzy, not super pointy antlers on top of its head. But for 18 to hit, Nazriel, does an 18 hit your armor class? Because if so,
Yeah, that hits.
that's 19
Thankfully.
points of piercing damage.
Oh man.
I
Okay.
don't.
Skewered by the antlers of the pain deer.
And that's the last pain deer we've got standing, and not unconscious.
I really had thought they'd put on a greater show than they have, but I guess it's taken us right up to the time, so shouldn't
all
complain
works
too
out.
much.
All right, is he the last one?
Yes.
He's the last pain deer, certainly.
All
Friend
right,
of the
so
elf still stands.
if he's like impaled into me with his antlers, I'm gonna attempt to, while he's stuck there, take his head off. We'll see. We'll
You
see if it works
probably-
this time.
you
I've tried that
probably
before.
could.
Tried it a few times now. 11 to hit, not great.
Nope.
Second hit is a 21.
21 is.
Flex, I could swear it looks like Nazriel is trying to actually behead that pain deer.
And a 14 was the better roll on that one.
I think we should have Clancy stop the killing blow.
Well, it looks like that would be a killing blow, but with Clancy
Clancy
quick on the
being-
trigger with the agonizer,
Decapitated.
just managing to prevent the full decapitation.
And they've got to get
The
that
nasty,
guy back
nasty
in prison.
wound, but nasty wound on that reindeer, buddy. The pain deer, but it looks like he will survive and is just unconscious, thanks to the quick work on the agonizer control panel by Clancy.
Oh, that's fantastic.
My
I thought he was
goodness
actually I thought from here it looked like he was actually beheaded for a moment.
Well, I guess we could roll for it and find out whether Clancy was fast enough. Let's look at that in real
Clancy
time.
check.
I have my doubts about Clancy.
We all do.
We all
Ooh,
do.
Clancy
With
check
the
was 7.
Oh, Clancy.
Well, it looks like
Clancy,
actually
Clancy.
the Clancy maybe wasn't fast enough on the agonizer trigger.
Well, you
So I
know,
just decapitate it. And I'm like, "Ah!"
Well, children, it looks like some of you might not be getting presents this year,
And then I gain my
Aw,
1
man.
temporary HP.
but a message has been sent to Santa Claus's workforce.
well, I do
feel
believe
bad.
that Santa Claus.
Striking will not
feel
be
very
tolerated.
bad.
I do believe Santa Claus can indeed operate with only 7 pain deer. Does not
Yep.
get as good of gas mileage, but
Living
hey,
as he does in exile, conventional labor laws do not apply.
And then I'll move to here. 'Cause I haven't moved.
Drenched in holly jolly reindeer blood.
I just come peeking out from behind the sleigh. Hey, friendo!
Clancy, no more of these prison retreats. No more. Clancy, this has gone terribly. He killed the
I
Yeah,
don't
this
care.
guy's creeping me out.
No, Clancy. It doesn't matter how many conjugal visits they offer you. No more.
He's like a public servant for conjugal visits.
Oh boy, I just want to go and get some good friends.
And with
Conjugate the verb, Clancy, not the prisoner.
Minko's dead, yeah, disgraced up with just the
Well,
turd.
Basher is decapitated. No more. Just
Well.
friend of the turd.
I don't need anyone commuting my sentence from life here, so I'm going to get away from this prisoner.
Smart move on your ward. You definitely taught him well.
And, let's see here. Get out this ruler. Excellent. All right, I'm going to toss a spear.
Let's see if turds like spears. Clancy, distraught over the loss of the pain deer, is
Oh!
28.
There's
critical
that
hit.
20s did we
critical
get
hit.
this?
There have been quite a lot of 20s this round, this evening. 20,
That's crazy.
natural 20. Which, as we all know in the arena, means we will take one full
Okay,
dice. Well, that's
2 net 8s right there.
that's
+4.
full damage anyway.
Whoa.
Could not have been higher. That is a full 20 damage
Wow.
to Friendo the Elf.
All right, tossing my spear, interact with my object action, going to toss another one.
Oh my god.
Again!
Oh my god.
Another crit. That is my boy, my ward, my one and only, the apple of my
Flex.
eye. I wish he was mine
Do
biologically.
you have another room in your house, Flex, that maybe I could stay for 2 weeks' time and become a master fighter?
I'm sensing hacks.
And now I will use my last superiority die to use quick toss. To
Is
throw
that a third spear throw?
Oh yes.
I'm waiting for another net 20. Oh, man.
Let's see it.
Oh,
That'd be
man.
crazy.
That would be crazy.
1 in 8,000.
Oh my god.
Okay, not crazy. That's fine.
That's not crazy.
No, that is not a hit, I'm afraid, but that was 2 critical hits in a row. My goodness me.
It's still a good
Certainly
number.
play
12.
the game. But still, yes, another 12.
And then I believe it drops on down to Willie.
Willie Williston.
Will he kill him this time? Let's find out.
After these messages. No, in fact, we are staying live. Friendo the turd down to single digits.
It does appear that the cheering from the audience has conjured some mythical healing coming down on top of Basher and reknitted that neck to his head just barely so that maybe all of the children will have their Christmas presents tonight.
Well, certainly if we manage to keep them away from Nazareth.
He's signing shirts after the show
No, no,
in the parking lot.
I don't think you're making it there.
Clancy, be
I'm
ready.
sure you'll be signing license plates for wagons.
I
Fancy
got a
get-
question. I got a good question.
Yep.
Yes.
So I get 2 actions and a bonus action. Can I use one of my actions to move like 10 feet closer?
I think
No.
trading an action for 10 feet of
Hey, you can
movement
dash.
in what could be the last.
Well, is that
turn of
like
the game.
my 2 actions though? Shoot.
You mean your extra attack?
I tell you what, if
What
you
would that be?
roll me a d20, and if you roll above 10, then you can slide and skid the extra 10 feet for free.
On the slippery snow.
Ha
The slippery snow has granted you just enough movement to
All
inch
right.
close enough.
So that's an extra, what, 10 feet?
Yes,
Yes.
indeed. And this may be the end of our good friendo the turd.
I can't select them. Is this me?
We can.
Oh, I'm down here.
You're
Oh, my
down
bad.
here. I slid you in for you.
Oh. I didn't think I was that close. Oh, okay. I was gonna. Okay, never mind. I was gonna lightning lure him to me, but it looks like he's on.
He's right there.
He's right
has-
there now.
He has 9 hit points.
Bring
A
it home,
stiff
Willie.
wind will probably bring it on home, Willie.
He's got 9. Let's see. You know, I'll go ahead and do my lightning lure for 1 action.
Looks like Willie is
Says-
conducting some electricity, some static
Wait a
coming off that
second.
circuit board.
Wait a second.
We are waiting a second, Flex.
We're waiting
strength
this precious
saving
seconds of our
throw?
lives. Friend of the Elf can probably muster a strength saving throw.
I've never
That
heard of
is
a
the
strength
wrong-
saving throw.
That was the wrong creature, luckily. Friendo has much less strength than the Minotaur.
He
With a
sure
3.
does. 3 does not succeed, I would assume.
So you're
It'd be a
pulled
pretty
to
bad
me
spell if
and-
that did succeed.
It would indeed. A toddler spell. And as we all know, we do not have baby fights in the arena on Mondays.
Nope, that is our Sunday night special.
8 damage, and he's right on me, and then I'm gonna swipe with my sword.
As long as you hit, you will be. Well, do you want to kill or merely render unconscious friend of the elf?
8?
An 8 does not hit, unfortunately.
No, I mean to like damage. Is that knocking him out?
No, he has 1 hit point remaining. He had 9. You hit it for 8.
Okay,
He has
so I
1
got-
left.
Oh shoot! Wait. So I did the spell, and then I think that's all I got, man.
Well,
I
in
think
that
that's
case-
all I got.
In that case, it's Friendo's turn with his 1 hit point.
Friendo is going to shank Willie try to shank Willie with a sharpened candy cane, but of course
Candy
it just
cane.
breaks. It's a fucking candy cane. What did he expect?
Oh dear, Friendo.
I'm resistant to candy canes.
That may
Well-
be the explanation for it.
Well, I'm afraid that leaves us with the terrifying presence of Nazarel.
I was really hoping we didn't have to see him take another turn, Flex.
Well, it looks
He
like we're gonna
terrifies me.
see the insides of Friend of the Elf in a short order by the looks of things.
And maybe Willie too.
I raise my hand. I
Oh,
cast
God.
fireball.
Oh god, run away.
With my fiend.
Fireball. Willie, make a deck save.
Oh god.
Well, I don't know why. It looks like Friendo was trying to make a dexterity saving throw. However, we all know Friendo has exactly 1 HP.
God,
It's not gonna matter.
Right, they
I
both
got
take
11
35
as well.
damage.
Fireball on your friends. Are you? Oh, you're not a wizard.
35 points of damage.
I don't like this guy.
Is
There's a
Willie,
reason.
Is
There's a
Willie
reason
alive?
he's in prison.
It seems we'll be feeding on more than venison tonight.
Venison
You can't
and
feed
nuts
on
and
my
bolts.
robot parts, man.
I've eaten worse.
Clancy, I think, well, with that, Friend of the Elf has dropped. I think we should probably have Clancy hold his thumb down firmly on
Yeah, I
the
just start
agonizer.
running at him. I can finish him off.
I
I get electrocuted.
Activate the goddamn agonizer.
As
I'm
if
just
you
on
hit
the
a
ground, just
plexiglass
being
wall.
electrocuted.
All right, well, as they handcuff and shackle, and
I'm just like shooting random blasts into the air. It's like half Eldritch blasts going off.
I'll help you hold him down.
Oh my!
Get the goddamn security team in there. No, not Clancy, the actual security
I
team.
use my last spell slot to cast invisibility.
Forget Clancy. Clancy can't do anything.
Well, this is all part of the show, folks. Nazarel has, of course, been taken back into custody safely. Nothing to worry about at all. Nothing to worry about at all. Please buy some nachos. Everything will be fine.
Lock your doors
Oh.
tonight. Lock your doors tonight. Like every night, though.
For a completely unrelated reason, you should probably all lock your doors
Just
tonight and
as a-
stay vigilant.
General piece of advice: just always lock those doors and always stay vigilant. But especially tonight, though. And let's head back
Especially tonight.
to
Oh
the
my
locker
goodness
room.
gracious me.
locker
Dude,
room.
locker room.
I was gonna say lock a wound and talk about Willie's wounds. Hey, Willie. Did
Yeah.
things go how you expected tonight? How did you enjoy your teammates?
One of them was very pleasant. The other one was a little scary, I think.
Yeah, it looks like you and Disgraced were a two-man wrecking team in there. You two just fought shoulder to shoulder, took out those hulking pain deer. Unfortunately, you didn't get a killing blow, Willie.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that.
I really thought you were going to get Friendo, but unfortunately, just barely left him alive. Maybe that was on design for your good old Nazrael friend. You knew that he was a little bloodthirsty, perhaps, or...
Wait, which one's nostril?
It seems like your speech
That's the
box
scary
is
one.
acting
I'm
up a
sorry.
little bit. Willie there? Willie, you got anything you wanna plug out in the real world when you're not in here being a robot?
Yeah, I play Ironclaw in One Shot Onslaught and Merlin on Halfway to Heroes. And I got an Etsy shop, but it's been closed for about a year now, and it might open next year. I don't know.
We'll see what 2021 has in store for us.
Hopefully 2021's better than 2020.
And
Can't be much worse, he
while
says.
everybody, I mean, obviously we know exactly where Nazrael is, but just to
Absolutely.
give his invisibility spell, he's there, everybody, but we need to give his invisibility spell some time to wear off. We will go to Disgrace. Disgrace, you got a couple killing blows today.
You know, I feel real good about this. I owe a lot to to my patron, Flex Gristle.
All a day's work, and you have certainly brought the pain today. It's done this old withered heart good to see the traditions of the Gristle name be carried on in such vigorous form. Well done, and we'd love to have you back another time. Nepotism is, of course, something that is strongly encouraged at Modras Bloodsport Arena.
It's almost
Fantastic.
mandatory. Yes, Disgrace, it was day and night from your last event here, and well done. And perhaps Flex will maybe get you a 5th spear, because you ran through all of them tonight, didn't you?
Perhaps a shiny new pair of shoes.
I had one in the hand, so 3 in the air, 1 in the hand.
There you go. That's maybe
2 is 1 and 1 is none and 4 is fan-fucking-tastic.
Makes sense.
That old saying goes. Hey, Willie, will you put your hand out and see if you can touch anybody over there, Nazrael?
Yeah,
looks
I
like-
can certainly try.
I think Clancy is contacting
What's happening?
the magic department and they're deploying a mass dispel over the arena and increasing the dampening field. So Nazarel,
Oh, back to
I'm
level
running.
1 now.
running.
Yeah, as soon as they do that and take it away, you see him up on the glass where you guys are. Like that. He's gripping a dagger in his teeth. And he's just like, ah. But then you guys drop him to level 1 and his spider climb wears off and he drops.
I'm just going to press a little button here and activate the windshield wipers. It's been my commentary box. They are covered in reindeer and elf blood. Nazarel, that was a truly horrifying performance, usually reserved for the monsters that we have in the arena. What is your secret?
What were you thinking?
I'll get you next time. You're never safe. I've seen your eyes.
And they will remain inside my head, unlike my original eyes, which have already been spilled out onto the arena floor nigh 20 years ago. And Nazarel, we will be returning you to prison, but of course, once Clancy has had his conjugal visits, we may be bringing you back into the arena. Would it be something you'd be interested in pursuing as a career?
Anytime you let me out, I'll be here.
Beautiful, and we will be sure to be shitting our pants the entire time. Nazarel, outside of the arena, where can we find you, and what would you like to plug, my good sir?
I'm Jeremy, and you can find me at Dice Talk, which is a conversational style podcast I do at Gerundu. Basically, we find people who work in the tabletop industry or they're involved in games and stuff like that. We interview them. We talk about some stuff related to Dungeons and Dragons and other tabletop games, and we have a good time. Also, this Wednesday we are releasing our 4th and final episode of our Call of Cthulhu mini-series. So that was super fun. Some people took it more serious than others. Either way, it was pretty good. So check that out. That comes out this Wednesday, and then you can also find me playing with Ernest here on Hollow or Forged Ambition, which is on the Twitch channel Hollow Invective, and that's every Tuesday. And then
Absolutely.
I'm involved in a whole bunch of other stuff too, like just doing all these random streams with Nerd Asylum or with Majestic Goose or whatever I can get my
Up
hands
everywhere.
everywhere.
And of course, Flex Gristle. When you're
I'm
not
Flex
in
Gristle.
the commentary booth right next to me, where can people find you out in the real world?
You can find me on Twitter at Gerundu. That's GIRUNDUU. You can find me on Rolfawea, dropping on your podcast feed on alternate Fridays. As Silas Lancaster, you can find me on every other Saturday live here on this very channel as John Belay Pendergrass on Shitty Cowboys, also dropping his podcast feed every alternating Wednesdays with Dice Talk. You can find me on Dice Talk, as Jeremy had just mentioned, and you can find me here, of course, every Monday night as Flex Gristle here on the Modras Bloodsport Association alongside Razorburger.
And when I'm not in the commentary booth, you can find me over on the Majestic Goose. You can join the Discord, bit.ly/halfway to Discord, I think is the easiest one to remember. Here on Twitch. And go to majesticgoose.com, and you can find out about all of our shows there and get you some cool Majestic Goose merch. We've got some Modras Bloodsport Association merch up now. Some cool shirts. I think I'm going to lower the logo a little bit, though, because I did a poll in Discord, and I was supposed to lower it, and that was like 2 weeks ago, and I completely forgot. So give me a couple minutes tonight to do that.
Hashtag fail.
If you do it really fast, you can get one of the limited edition
Yes, indeed.
Modras Bloodsport Association logos up right on your collarbone.
Yeah, I really want to get some Clancy, some like Clancy did it or Nat One, damn it Clancy shirt or something made up. But,
Yeah.
We got a lot of really cool merch up there, so go check it out. And
Hashtag not my nephew.
And with that, thank you all so much for watching. I always have a lot of fun doing these, and thank you three for joining me and Gerundu. It was a blast. You guys did very well.
On short notice as well.
This was a really fun one, having like a pretty much 3v3 melee combat with just a range. It was a lot of fun, everybody. So good character choices, and yeah, can't wait to have you guys back. So with all that, have a good Monday. Happy holidays if you guys don't see us in a while. And next Monday will be our last Christmas MBA special. So make sure you tune in. And we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Bye, I love you.